And with that, we will declare day number 3 of the 75th edition of the Canadian International Air Show officially open.
Arriving in our world famous Diamond 9, training our famous red, white and blue. And as the team pull up, you can really see that platform of our world famous Diamond 9. As Reds 8 and 9 move left and right to change the shape into 9 Arrow. Reaching a height of over 4,500 to 5,000 feet, the aircraft now start to make their way back down from the bottom of the loop. Bringing the team around to the left is a new team leader for 2024, squad leader John Bond, known as Bondy. Bondy was previously in the Red Arrows for 5 years before taking a year out and coming back in 2024 as Red 1, the team leader. He's a former Typhoon pilot and former qualified flying instructor on the Tucano, where he was a Tucano display pilot in 2012. There are 11 pilots in the Red Arrows. You have Reds 1 through 9 displaying in front of you. Myself, Red 10, the team supervisor, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk Team Mark 2. And of course, we are commanded by Officer Commanding Rafat. That's Wing Commander Adam Collins, my predecessor as Red 10. He's a former Tornado pilot, and he also flew the F-111 while exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. On the right hand side of Red 1 is Red 2, that's squad leader Chris McCann. Chris is in his first year on the team. Uniquely, he was taken from training and made straight into an instructor role on the Tucano, after which he then joined the world famous 617 Dam Buster Squadron, flying the Tornado GR4, where he received an Air Force Cross for his service on operations over Afghanistan. Once again, Red 1 pulls the team up of over 600 kilometres now, showing the expertise of the pilots maintaining that formation in a loop. Not only to make it even more difficult for the pilots, they now start to change that shape from Concorde into Cygnet as Reds 8 and 9 make their way left and right. Topping out approximately 5,000 feet, the aircraft now slowing to only 120 kilometres an hour, where the aircraft controls are a lot less responsive. Conversely, now the aircraft are now starting to accelerate through 200, 300, back to that 600 kilometres an hour, as Red 1 brings them around to the left in Cygnet. You can hear those commands from Red 1. They are almost monotone and robotic in the way that he gives them, and that's because we fly our formation by ear rather than by eye. And this means that the people on the outside of the formation start to put their control input just a little bit earlier than the ones on the inside, so the whole shape starts to move as one, rather than a ripple effect down the wing. And you can see those wings of the Cygnet starting to flex their way forward, and Red 6 and 7 start to split at the rear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready. You do not want to miss this one for the colourful Phoenix. In the middle of that right wing uppermost is Red 4 Flight Lieutenant Ollie Suckling. Ollie is in his second year on the team. He was Red 4 last year, he remained as Red 4 this year, and took on the role known as Uncle Enid. This means he's a mentor. He works alongside Red 1 during winter training to ensure our new pilots attain and maintain the standards required of a Red Arrows pilot. On that front row on the left hand side is Flight Lieutenant George Hobday. George is also in his first year on the team, a former Typhoon pilot, having flown with 11 Squadron at RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire. He's also taken part in operations over Syria and Iraq, as well as the Eastern European Air Policing Patrol in the face of the aggressive Russia. The 2024 Red Arrows. As we start the second half, you now see a manoeuvre not flown since 2003. This is the 5-4 split. As we go into the second half, you now see us break down into two distinct sections. Off to the right, you've got Reds 1 through 5, known as Enid. These are named after Enid Blyton's famous 5 from the children's books. On the left-hand side, Reds 6, 7, 8 and 9, named Hannah, named after squadron leader Ray Hanna, one of the most famous RAF aviators. He's also the only team leader to lead the team for 4 years consecutively. He took the team from a 7-ship to a 9-ship and formed our trademark Diamond 9. Enid from the right, Hannah from the left, for the 5-4 cross. Keep your eye on Enid to the left-hand side. The Red Arrows flew the Gnat right away up until 1979, and in 1980 we took over the Hawk T Mark 1, which is the aircraft that we still fly today. Reds 8 and 9 go vertical as Reds 6 and 7 stay flat. Red 6 to the left, Red 7 off to the right. Red 7 is squad leader Tom Hansford. Tom was in his second year on the team. He was Red 3 last year. He's a former Typhoon pilot. As the synchro pair lead directly to our front, look to your left-hand side, you can see Red 9 coming down to 100 feet with 600 kilometers an hour speed. Red 9 is Flight Lieutenant Patrick Kershaw, known as Paddy. Paddy's in his third and final year as he turns hard towards Enid in the distance. He's a former Typhoon pilot and former Tornado pilot as he flies the Goose. Red 9 climbing high up into the skies as Enid come round to our left, once again trailing our famous red, white and blue. One of the roles of the Red Arrows, of course, to represent the Royal Air Force. We're extremely proud to take our red, white and blue across the world. Boys and girls, get your cameras ready. This is the one you do not want to miss. The smoke comes on for the world famous Synchro Heart. And coming in from the top right hand side is Red 8 as he spears the heart. Red 8 is Flight Lieutenant Rich Walker, former Harrier pilot, former Typhoon pilot, former flying instructor on the Hawk T Mark II. Let's give Red 6, 7 and 8 a massive round of applause for a wonderful heart in the skies of Toronto. And of course, the Red Arrows like to dedicate today's heart to the wonderful relationship both the UK opposition barrel roll. What a spectacular sight by Enid and Reds 8 and 9 in the skies of Toronto. As they leave to our front, keep looking to your left, keep looking to your right. You're looking for the synchro pair, Red 6 this time from the left. Once again, trailing our famous red, white and blue, which is only capable due to the smoke pod, which is the small tank under the belly of the aeroplane. That smoke pod is capable of producing approximately 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke and 1 minute smoke comes on to complete the coils of the Serpent. those negative G's, all the blood rushing to his head, working extremely hard to remain conscious with red 7, 8 and 9 holding on to his wings, doing that inverted barrel roll in a manoeuvre we like to call the mirror roll.
And 6, rolling, out.
And that manoeuvre finished off by reds 8 and 9 performing a rollback. And as Hannon leave to our right hand side, look all the way to the left hand side, and once again you've got Enid running back in. Tells into the correct piece of sky and able to jaw to bring on the next manoeuvre. You're looking for red 6, 7. As I said, it's been an absolute honour and a pleasure to perform for you today and open up the third day of the Canadian International Air Show. If you'd like any more information about the Red Arrows, of course we are on social media, Facebook and Instagram, RAF Red Arrows. All the pilots have their own Instagram account. Find me at RAF Red 10, you'll find the rest of